Welcome to the Laws of Life with Blanca Greenstein. I'm your host, Blanca. This is a platform specifically designed to help us all improve and be successful in life and in business. To learn from each other the laws of life, whomever we meet during our journey. I hope you find this connection beneficial and have a wonderful day. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Laws of Life. I'm your host, Blanca Greenstein, and we're here today with my friend, Miss Bunny Pata.
Good morning. How are you? Hello. I'm great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So for those of you who don't know, Bunny is the owner of two absolutely gorgeous restaurants. One of them is Surrey West in my hometown of Wellington, Florida. And the other one is Surrey Tapas, located in Lake Worth, Florida, right in the heart of Lake Worth.
Yes,
amongst
downtown,
all those bustling cafes and
yes, I'm right in the heart of town.
That downtown Lake Worth area has really developed.
Oh, it absolutely has. There's a lot of great things in store for the town of Lake Worth as well. But right there we have a casino on the beach, which is fabulous.
Wow.
Not many people know that, and I'm about a mile from the beach. So,
I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a beautiful casino right on the beach.
Isn't that cool? Sometimes you don't even know what's right in your own backyard. So how long have you owned the Surrey West restaurants?
This is going into my third season.
Okay.
We are in the third season, yes, so yeah.
And how did you come, I mean, your restaurant is extremely, it's really a perfect balance of elegance, but not too elegant, but sort of chic sophistication. I really think you've really mastered the balance in terms of atmosphere. It's a great place to go. You have so many wonderful nights. I know you have Italian night.
Yes.
You also have the Asado night?
We have the Asado night. We have the Italian night, which I do all the cooking. It's homemade, authentic, New York style Italian food. All you can eat. And we also have prime rib night, a prime rib carving station on Fridays.
So many opportunities. Great place to take friends, and your prices are very good.
Thank you.
You know,
yes.
I don't think you're robbing us.
No, we try to keep the prices fair. For instance, our Italian night is $30, and it's all you can eat.
It's incredible.
And it's 7 courses. I don't think you can beat that.
I personally had Italian night with my daughter Leia, and I can tell you that about 60% through the meal we were full. We couldn't finish the meal.
Well, that's what I like to hear, and I like to be able to, make sure that the guests have enough that they can bring some home.
But what's really nice is when I go to your restaurant, I feel like I'm going home. Like I feel like I'm treated like family, and I think you treat all your customers like that. You really do.
I try to. I try to. I know that's when I go out to eat. I like to feel that in a place.
Yes.
I don't like a cold, stuffy place. I like a very warm place to go to where you feel like you're welcome. So I try to do that.
How did you arrive to being a restaurateur? How did that happen?
Well, me and my husband, we always wanted to open a restaurant. My grandparents had a big restaurant in New Paltz by SUNY College. It was a family place, a lot of great memories for people. It's a college town, but I missed it. I grew up in it, and moving here to Florida, we started our garbage company and kind of put that on the back burner and raised my children. And my youngest is now 19. But as soon as he got old enough, I said, you know what, let's start thinking about opening, our restaurant. So we wanted to find the ideal spot. Mm-hmm. We had a menu already designed. We knew we wanted different food, something that we could offer people that you really can't get too many places. So that's why our menu is so diverse. We have a lot of like duck comfy cigars.
Wow.
There's all different sorts of elements to what we created. But we also wanted to do where when we go out to dinner, we like to try different things. We don't like to have just one big meal. So the tapas idea did originate in Spain.
Okay.
And it just means, it's not Spanish, by the way. It just happened to originate there, but it means small plate sharing. And that's what I like to do when I go out. I want to try different things, but I don't want to pay the cost of having a full dinner.
Right.
So that was our concept. Create these small plates where people can come in and try all different types of food. So we found Lake Worth. Fell in love with Lake Worth. We bought the building right next to the Playhouse, renovated, and opened Surrey.
So you actually opened Surrey in Lake Worth before the Wellington location.
That's correct.
So once the Lake Worth location was successful and you felt that you'd mastered the art of operating a restaurant, which really is one of the hardest businesses in the world.
Oh, it is very difficult. It is.
And then you went and opened Wellington. Well, congratulations on your
Thank
success.
You. Thank you.
We had our networking event last Thursday night.
Thursday, yes.
And we had approximately 150 people at that networking event. It's an incredible venue. We were all on the patio. You can also do a meeting inside with the projector. It's a great business venue to entertain people socially or to do we've done formal presentation dinners there where I've had about 15 people for dinner and then done a PowerPoint during dinner.
Yes, that's one of the great features of Surrey West is I do have a private room with audio and visual, private restrooms, so people can have meetings, dinner meetings. I do a lot of pharmaceutical dinners there. Great. So that is really a great space, along with the ballroom that holds 350 people.
That's true, the second floor ballroom. Yes. So let me ask you a question. 2 restaurants, a family. How do you find the balance? What's your love of life?
Oh, goodness. Well, like I said, it is difficult, but it is a family-run business. My son, John, does so much. I'm so proud of him. He handles a lot for us, as well as my husband. So it's a team effort. How
do you like working with your family?
It can be challenging. It can. Three very strong-willed people. But I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I do love it.
So what's your advice to young people, entrepreneurs of any age? What's your advice on the restaurant business? What do you think is the most important thing? Because from what I hear, that literally is one of the toughest businesses.
I really do think location.
Okay.
Location is you'll see some of these great restaurants that, come and choose a location and it's not so great.
Yeah.
But I do think, for me anyway, fresh food, farm to table fresh, nothing frozen. You have to have a good team behind you.
A great chefs
are fabulous. They train down in Lake Worth together. We're a family. But I would say, unfortunately, location is the
that's
biggest
great. How do you find
challenge.
your chefs? Do you use a recruiter?
I got lucky with mine. My husband actually found my 2 main chefs. And of course we went through a few, but those are my 2 main chefs and they've been with me from the start.
What other kind of events? You host weddings, all sorts of events?
Everything. I've done weddings, unfortunately funerals, bar mitzvahs, sweet 16s, quinceañeras. We do it all.
What about planning? Do you offer the planning services or strictly the venue?
I help out with that. Sometimes I feel like I'm a wedding planner for some of my couples that don't have one.
Okay.
We try to help out as much as possible. So sometimes it is like a wedding planner.
Let me ask you a question. I've never actually used a wedding planner. I've used a bar mitzvah planner though. Christina Ortato, shout out to you for helping me with the B'nai Mitzvah. Well, Christina used to be the events director at the Breakers Hotel.
Okay.
And she's also a very good friend of mine, so she helped me organize my B'nai Mitzvah. But here's a question. Is a professionally organized event different from a non-event planner event, in your opinion, and why?
Well, it certainly almost always is, but sometimes you get some people that are just as creative and can multitask and pull it off as if they had a event.
What's your favorite theme you've ever seen anyone do for any event?
Oh, okay.
Favorite theme that blew you away?
Okay, I had a wedding. The bride was, we dubbed her Kardashian. Beautiful, gorgeous. She was Armenian. And this was a very challenging wedding for me because, and I wanted it so bad. I had about a month of research on her and the foods. I knew nothing about Armenian food. I flew in a chef to oversee the Armenian cooking because it was half American, half Armenian. And I flew him in to oversee everything to make sure it was done correctly and properly. That was the most challenging. I had to learn the foods, the culture. It was very different from a traditional wedding here in America.
Wow.
So that was, and her cake was made, had diamonds in it, and it was
real diamonds?
It had real diamonds on it, and it was suspended from midair.
You're kidding me.
Suspended from midair.
That's incredible.
It was amazing.
Well, there you go. A great, amazing,
That's it. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Well, a wonderful law of life that I extract from that story, which I love, is that, and I think a lot of business people have to remember this, is just because the person asked for Armenian food, you didn't say, no, we don't do Armenian food. You said, no, I have a co-chef that is available to fly in, and we will collaborate together at this venue to make it work. And there's nothing wrong with doing that in business. I love working as a team.
Yes,
yesterday, I got a criminal case referral, and it had an immigration element to it. And I consulted with an immigration lawyer, and together we worked together to compose a strategy to help the client. So I love that you flew in a chef. It's
Absolutely.
amazing.
It's what's best for the client. I would not dare to even put something like that in the hands of chefs that aren't knowledgeable in the food. This is her once in a lifetime experience. She'll never have again. And family flying in, and it had to be authentic and it had to be done properly. So that's why I did that.
So we're gonna close with, what is your number one global universal law of life that you tell yourself every single day? The world wants to know.
Oh, goodness. Dress for success every single day. Put your best foot forward.
I like that. You know what? That's a great law of life for the day, because you know what? It only builds your confidence, only makes your day brighter. Well, I can't thank you enough for being on the show. Maureen Pata, owner of the Surrey West Restaurants in Wellington and in Lake Worth. Amazing dining opportunities, corporate opportunities. Go meet her. Reach out to Bunny on Facebook. I hope you learned something today. I know I did. And thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I hope you learned something today. I know I did. Thank you for watching The Laws of Life with Blanca Green Time. And stay in touch and stay connected. Be well.